advise the House that we have a split call. I call the Honourable Member Colin King.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. May 15th was certainly a blue letter day for all provinces in New Zealand because of the consistent, reliable and good management of this nation's economy. Low interest rates can never be undervalued when you are in primary industry, nor can low inflation be minimised, because those are the two evils that we're left with as a legacy from the Labor Party and the Greens government. So in fact, when we look at it, 2014, a very good time for the provinces, very good time for the Kaikoura electorate, and I'm proud to say that this Friday that we turn the sod on our third new hospital in 6 years. So certainly being looked after well by this government in the provinces. However, only three. However, it's all good news from there, and it gets better because when you look across at the Australian economy, one gets a very clear understanding of what a Labor Greens government will leave as a legacy. And what did we see? What did we see as a legacy from the Labor government? And we hear a lot about it. The Labor's last budget left this nation with a $4 billion deficit. Okay? The last Labor budget left this nation with a $4 billion deficit and deficits for the next decade. So from that point of view, it was pretty good to be on this side of the House and to see Bill English as the Finance Minister give his sixth budget and to have the country back in black. So one of the standout points there, Mr Speaker, was the $500 million that put families at the very heart. Put families at the very heart of this budget. And when we stop and look at that, it means that effectively 400,000 people, 400,000 New Zealanders will benefit from that family package. So I'm very proud to see that they've been able to do that. And you can only get to that space economically, Mr Speaker, when you have good fiscal management. So 400,000 people, how is it going to be dished up? $171 million to boost the paid parental leave scheme. That is excellent. $42.3 million as far as parental tax credits, something that National introduced right back in 1999, and they've increased that effectively by 50% to $220 a week and extended it to 10 weeks to really balance the equation with regards to parental leave. Then there's the crowning glory of that budget, the $90 million to enable GPs to offer free medical visits and free prescriptions. Can you believe it? Free medical attention, free prescriptions for people under the age of 13. That has got to be something that we can all be very proud of. It shows you that at the very heart of this government is families. It is families. There was $155.7 million to make sure that we keep working towards those goals of getting 98% of early childhood education participation by our youngsters. And then, of course, there's all that aspect. We've just got to look at that, the Ministry of Social Development, how that has really got to grips with some of the very challenging situations that we see, and to try and bridge those gaps that obviously from time to time appear with the 8 extra child teams that will really start focusing in it. And it's my expectation, Mr Chair, that we will have, or Mr Speaker, I do apologise about that, Mr Speaker, that we do have one of those in Blenheim, because we are ready and willing to go. And really this government has really set Marlborough up, it's set Kaikoura up, it's set North Canterbury up, and we are in particularly good shape, and we have got to thank Bill English and the National-led government for that under the stellar, I mentioned stellar leadership of John Key. Now, there's a lot more I could say about this budget, but time has got away on me, and I must yield to my fellow member, and I look forward to his speech. Thank you, Mr Chair.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I call the Honourable Member